And picking up where we left off, leaving the United States for Canada is no longer just about lifestyle. In fact, it's quickly becoming a strategic move for students. As President Donald Trump's administration slashes federal university funding, including canceling foreign student visas, American and international students in the U.S. are searching for alternatives. Canadian universities like the University of British Columbia, the University of Toronto, and the University of Waterloo are seeing a sharp rise in applications and interest from across the border. But with strict international student caps in Canada, not everyone will find a place. Our next report brings you more on what's driving this academic migration.
With rising tensions around higher education in the United States, eyes are turning north. Canadian universities are witnessing a sharp rise in interest from US-based students. And a series of controversial moves by the Trump administration have triggered this unexpected shift. Now, since President Donald Trump took charge, federal funding cuts and visa cancellations have hit US universities hard. Trump's policies targeted foreign students, revoking visas and increasing surveillance. In fact, a new US government center is also deployed to monitor the international students' social media activity. This crackdown has sparked fear and uncertainty on US campuses. Many international students face deportation for protest involvement, and hundreds of other student visas were abruptly cancelled. Hence, concerns over academic freedom and free speech have since escalated. Now, amid this climate, Canadian universities are becoming a preferred choice. The University of British Columbia's Vancouver campus reported record figures. Graduate applications from US citizens jumped by 27% as of March 1st. The University of Toronto, which is known as Canada's largest university, also noticed a meaningful increase this year. It received more US applications by its January deadline for 2025 programs. Meanwhile, the University of Waterloo saw growing campus activity. US visitor numbers rose by 15%, and its renowned technical and engineering programs drew particular attention.
That, as a result, and especially as a result of the very recent crackdown on visas in the United States for international students, and now the development of a center that's reading foreign students' social media accounts.
While graduate numbers surge, undergraduate interest is slower to grow. UBC reported only a 2% rise in undergraduate applications. However, US campus tour requests rose by 20%, suggesting growing curiosity. According to UBC's annual report, the United States remains crucial. It consistently ranks among the top 3 sources for international students. Currently, about 1,500 US students are enrolled across UBC's campuses. But while Canadian universities opened their doors, limits remain. Canada's Immigration Ministry placed a cap on international student admissions. This is the second year the cap has restricted numbers. Universities must admit only as many students as they can support. Housing availability and resources factor into these decisions. In fact, provinces and territories also decide how to distribute limited spaces. Despite these restrictions, demand continues rising steadily. Canadian universities appear better positioned to accommodate displaced students. Although applications grow, the number of available places tightens. With Canada's universities growing in popularity and spaces limited, one question lingers. Who will claim those coveted spots next?
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
The Prime Minister Modi. How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly. Bluntly, Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.